Media Choice Television, its presenters, associates, and affiliates may not be liable for views shared on this program. Age restriction and viewer discretion is advised.
When nalimba kole asali mulalu. When nalimba kole when nalimba kole yaluli. Sali mulalu. Kakati mubbi amabati ne mubba sente z'abantu ne mubba ezenzige ne mubba ki. You are worse than Basias.
Zekynebuuza omuntu ne mukwatira ku mabaati. Ngeza siriimu zimanyo z'amalwaliro obuwumbi n'obuwumbi.
Yabanoonya dda. Ekyo yabanoonya dda.
Waba ye yakabateze.
Baba kibatege. Lwaki bakiridde. Bommese nalabye omusajja asinga obusiri mu Uganda. Yabadde anyumya ne munne mwezo meeting zaabwe z'endaba ez'obusiri. N'agamba Uganda is like a cows. You had them on a roll, they enjoy the ride, and they end up in an avatar. Amabati mwenamutwala amabati mukateka ku biyumba byembwa. When the soldiers are still using grass, mama yingira pole.
Jetufu.
Musajja mwe. Lugoloobi naddawo nasinika amanyi. Nebijja byambadde kundi musemayi banaddi. What type of religious leaders are these? If Jesus comes here, he does all of the religious leaders run away.
I see.
How?
Abasirikale ababakuumira mu ntebe bo bayingira mu busubi mu amabaati mutadde ku biyumba bya mbuzi
biyumba bya nkoko. These are idiots. Nebasanga yo kasajja muyosisa kayine nagisi mu nyuma kayine nagisi kasajja kasoga bakagoba mu muzikiti ngakawunye nagisi kwe kuwandika ekibaluwa. Yes. We shall apologize. Me to apologize. No apologize. I don't think that I will even apologize to God.
I see.
Me to apologize. I don't think that I will ever apologize to God.
God is the creator.
Yes, but I will never apologize.
Tubalamusizaako mujebale jona je mutusaako engalo. De mutabani wa Mole n'amatopu Mirundi. Joseph Tamale Mirundi senior. Ze abantu tubadde tuludde abantu bangamba. Nti edda ng'oyogera ku nsonga za Reya. Esente z'amasanyalaze ezabbi.
Yes.
Wa predicting anti Kitutu wa kusibwa.
I knew Kitutu squandered $400 million. Nga Museveni azeoze mu World Bank. Katonda n'agira muza bukamba. Yakwata omuvubuka. Engineer gundi Lutwama. Kati ali bweru. Namusiba mukomera omukazi oyo n'ekitwe eki. N'ekitwe Katonda asasula. Nze tewali yanjoga atasasudde. They are paid.
Abantu bagamba musajja ya predict.
Yes.
Nti Kitutu.
Yes.
Wa kusibwa. Long time ago.
Yes. Nabana abatujoze. N'abatujoze myaka 10 n'ojoga family ya muno. N'ojinyako kumacha n'ojinyalako n'ojinyako kumacha n'ojinyalako. Nabo bajja kusibwa. Why? Politics is a fish and water. In many cases, the law in Africa is a blind key, is a cobweb. It traps small insects. But I always tell these people, if your biological mother denies you food for indiscipline, what will your stepmom do? Kubanga kakati, binebisiba ba minister, bitera kubeerawo nga gavumenti ekoze eki. Evudde mu buyinza. Naye babesiba bokka kati. Eyamukoze n'abakolera kye ejja batundira ebintu byonna. You will see paupers. Kubanga bo bakolanga ebintu bino nga balowooza. They will succeed in Museveni. Kati the issue of succeeding in Museveni is not there. Ejjo okoliba weddemu. Beepankira ku mukozi. Ne bankuba. Nga waliwo ayagala obwa president. Kati takyasobola. Mukozi kati ali ku level ya waggulu nnyo. Yes.
Seriously?
Yes, anti-maligning mukozi. Eganyi. Era ngenda kuwa akatambi okakube. Nga bayise ba Kenyanizi babawe ssente. Bamalining mukozi bamufuule.
Ye strategy yo kumalining omwana.
Je bamanyi yokka.
Ate nga bamunda.
Ate kana kakasajja kakabusenga akankuba. Ne kakulubya kayino. Nakalema alagedde. Nakalema alifa afulumya nvunyu mugonde. Mu mbugo. Ejo. Uyo abusinza basonyo. He is mad. Museveni asama is mad that to subject him to a mental check-up. Malabako ya miaka 14. Bwe nalimba kole asali mulalu. When nalimba kole yaluli sali mulalu naye olwokuba baagala 50 million 5 billion bazitwale nebaleta ne mukwano gwe n'amuleetamu ne bapawalinga money in the project mugali waabwe namwezi bombi Naleta mukwano gwe namuteekamu, humiliate him, humble him, throw him on kasasiro. Embuzi bagiteeka batya watali muddo. Kasodire embuzi ogiteeka watali muddo esiiba ekaaba. Abajagala ne bagitwala bantwala.
Muzeeyi.
Olaba zino t-shirt nazikuba ne bagaana okunsasula. Ne kuba obutabo bwange ne bagaana okunsasula. I have to kneel before him. Me to kneel before somebody. Kakati they are floating an idea. Mbubagala kumpa 5 billion, but if my family must say it, and they talk about that money must be surrendered unconditionally. The use of recordings, you admit that they are yours. First admit that they are yours. Surrender that money, 5 billion. It must be even 10 billion. I don't know, zeros. Put my money on my account. That's one of the reasons why I called you.
Ate wangaye muzeeyi. Tebateeka sente ku account bakwatirako.
Kino kiri clear. Yes. Era Lugoloobi. Saliya mugamba omusajja mumwe sente ze. Mumutere sente ku account. Lugoloobi yavuga alaga buziga. To get other instructions. He has to kneel before me. I will never kneel before you. I know I'm a mature man. I'm a mature man. I know that these steps will haunt your future and your children. I know what it means. You first surrender the money, and we shall talk about other things. I know what it means. I'm an old man. I know what these steps mean. Although they deny them in the public. Nchimai. Era kano kogenda okukuba Kukuwadde nkuwaddeko kamuhooza. Kakati nze mbabulira ne mbagamba. You look at the two issues. The problem these people are failing to understand is the changing trend. Nti previously bagina nakalema nga bayina kabushenga bayina kulubya nga bayina monitor. This is why nti bakolanga ebintu era nawandika akatabo nti abanyambi, the politics of the banyambi. The politics of the banyambi means that you get an scapegoat. Odira eroteni dog nogisula ku jirikiti
gwengo maze
gwe noyitawo. Look, is this the first scandal? Look at the bicycle scandal. Who was arrested? Innocent people. Yes. Akulu arrested innocent people. Look at the 19 billion that was supposed to buy yellow radios and TV. Museveni bamutwala mu factory called a battery. Did he arrest anybody? Zabbibwa. Much, a lot of money has been stolen in the midst of headed. Kano nikalangize ndwadde zitaliyo. Bwe nkabakubidde ndwadde weeziri. Babadde babbira mu ministry ya headed na ministry ya na prime minister's office. Why? Nti Museveni knows that he does not have resources. If you don't have resources, you deal with the preemptive methods. Nti kasaba gena obwa monitor obuwumba tutu kasaba kuba eriyo gende eriyo ebola ali kasanda eriyani kanonga kalangizira ngabaliyo sente kuba Museveni operation panic enzige a whole delegation went to Kenya to examine whether the enziges were yellow or black. A lot of money was wasted. Yes, but enzige were defeated by General Kavuma with the bomber soldiers.
UPDF.
Yes, but a lot of money had been done, stolen. So therefore, what has changed is that they have lost the media superiority.
Omuntu ne mukwatira ku mabaati ngeza sirimu simanyi z'amalwaliro obuwumbi n'obuwumbi
yabanoonya dda ekyo yabanoonya dda
wabaye yakabateze
baba kibatege lwaki bakiridde bommese. Yes,
aizo kuba yakabateze
bali sente za chogamu billions. Kakati what they don't know, they have lost media superiority. Monitor has lost the battle because Buwembo they hire them. The problem with me don't hire me as a mercenary because I know public trust and credibility is like a virginity. You lose it once.
Of course,
you cannot move from one extreme end to the other. I was explaining it to one of my friends this morning. Tilwachi wazeyo ewabala. Nemugamba, you cannot choose. You can choose your visitors, but you cannot choose people who will you find at the party. If Muhoza has chosen these people, then I have to work with them if I agree on the goal. Museveni participated in the removal of Lule, and is the man who drove Binayisa 20. But when they went to the bush, Lule became the chairman. Yes, at times we must adjust. CD too. Remember, Raila Odinga, Uhuru told Raila Odinga, you are going to buy more tablets of ulcers because I'm going to rule for 10 years and Ruto is going to rule for 10 years. They used to put on the same shirts, same ties, same shoes. What happened? The handshake, Uhuru decided to work with the Odinga. Why? Because of circumstances. So you cannot move from one extreme.
They fell apart at some moment.
Yes. When I consider the two scenarios, Kalisa and Balaam, Kalisa connived with these people and said, because they had met the president, they told the president told them, they told him that this man is saying that we have stolen money, COVID, not COVID, COVID money. Yes. Billions. Yeah, because you remember,
it was about
somebody who has a hotel did not host anybody. Bamwa billion
quarantine.
Quarantine. Yakola. Yanyoge. Anerekamu. Bagende wa president. Namba Kalisa. I have recordings. Kalisa could not believe. No yo mwala gondi yaliwo. This is a name of
Bahati. Bagenda. The one of NBS.
Nemugamba gwe. Listen to what Museveni has told them. Kalisa insisted. Gonde ani ono yafudde mukakanizi anyimye ebirango and no mwetondera 10 billion. You talk about if I brought you a case of 10 billion, do I come back to create a date, another case of 100 billion? Kati oyo wange takomawo. But waliwo obuvuka babuyita bu disciples of Lwabo. Bwe bwaga ne basanga yoko sajja mu yosisa kayine nagisi mu nyuma. Kayine nagisi kasajja kasoga bakagoba mu zikiti ngakawunye nagisi. Kwe kuwandika ekibaluwa. Yes. We shall apologize. Me to apologize. To apologize. I don't think that I will even apologize to God.
I see.
Me to apologize. I don't think that I will ever apologize to God.
God is the creator.
Yes, but I will never apologize.
But he will force you
because He gives me ability to do it. He gives me ability to do what I do.
To refuse to apologize to Him?
Yes. Me to apologize.
I'm not sure.
Blood decides. To tell me to apologize to somebody. Blood decides. So, Balaam, for God, his license was threatened. And this is what we should do. We must challenge UCC and force court. That's why
it is difficult to challenge UCC.
Yes.
Pretend to
what powers do they have?
They have powers to.
What about are they professional? Are they professional?
I'm not sure.
Ani soma Amawulire. Kumbweze ziriyo. Ani yakasoma. These are idiots. Ya ningiri ya oka na ningiri ya control media.
I'm not sure. Because those UCC can revoke a certificate of station they did not create.
I'm provoking them into battle. Because in the political science, you must create a contradiction to solve a problem.
I see.
Yes.
So you realize there is a problem in UCC?
Yes. And who controls? Somebody must come up. Because what you don't know in Uganda, tubadde tuyina sabotafuge ne state capture. All of these people we mulaba ababya amabaati. How come nti ababya amabaati ababba amabaati bakatinga kulosiba abaminisita bamu tebafuna. And when I look at people like Tango Odoi and Tadongo, they are not seeing a possibility of these people forming a strong political party in parliament.
I see.
Yes.
Hey, the ones they have taken from Abad. Can they sincerely?
They have resources. Instead of distributing these iron sheets to benefit the people as the president wanted, they decided to take them to their constituencies, which means they are not interested in popularizing Museveni and the party.
They're interested in popularizing
themselves, which means you can have a stronger party emerging in the parliament.
But Mzee,
when they need to be completely destroyed.
When they form a political party, who of the wananchi can support thieves?
Anti singa musebe tobalaba bannaddiini abagenda okusabira Lugoloobi
kituufu
ng'ate bavumira abasiyaga omusiyaga wa nnyuma ye yeyajja amabaati naye omusiyaga wa nnyuma ye omusiyaga akutte ku nnyuma etali yiye ogitwala wiringire nze of the two and this is why
bavumirira ebisiyaga ate basabira omubbi
nabagambye nti abasiyazi ekibaleese mu Uganda mukoze ebikolobero bingi nnyo n'abasiyazi nabo ne baba nga tebakyawunya kubanga society eyina values and norms,
the power and influence of Basiyazi in Africa.
First of all, the Basiyazi, the word Basiyazi is not a translation from English or French or German.
It is a Luganda word.
Okuvuga empanka. Olupanka olumanyi? Erim.
Olupanka lw'eggaali.
Kakati when you are riding your lupanka, you put it in a small stick.
Spoke. The sticks for the baby,
and you put it
kids.
From behind.
I see.
This is how it originated.
Abaana abatonga bavuga ekidanga bateekamu oluti naye baluteeka eno mabega ye n'akitwala mu maaso
naye wali olabye envuga endala ebicycle gwobeera mu maaso eka gwobeera mu maaso plane pilot yabeera mu maaso kakati okuvuga olupanka olaba kyekitegeeza nti lolubeera mabega
nkitegedde bulungi
kakati is that a European or American description
who invented the word? The word is local.
Local.
Yes.
Kakati what
are you implying, Mzee? Do you want to imply it was here before the whites?
Those who say that homosexuality is an imposition from Europe, they are wrong. Okuvuga empanka kyawano
abagamba nti bazungu bye babireese
balimba two every European is not a Messias.
Of course
they have been fighting them but because of their rights,
but their problem is they want rights. Why should they oppose us?
Have they linked financial help? You go to the World Bank or IMF and the European Union, they began to kiriza
Mzee, it is Museveni who tells us that we tuga not to legalize batusala ku budget era tukikwata direct
kuba tulitinga sikukuga nti bikirize era bano bakazimba bakoze ensobi. Africans are very excited because there must be a force behind this. Nti Abamerika bakola ensobi tebayina mukulembeze wa dini apa mu America. When they wanted to attack Saddam, Bush had to go to Johnny Paul. Johnny Paul was on Sinai. Kakati bana bakazimba batawanya bwere. One, the Kazimbas and the Mubajes, what they want is the government to finance their activities. But they are overlooking 3 factors. Mubaje can get money to conduct his MK elections. Naziba, nabakona dukana ichirevuchi, nabasa n'omukazi omulala. But this cannot be a continuous process. That Islam will be financed. If government is finding problems in funding its activities,
its own budget.
Yes. How can it take on? Two, what will happen? You look at the Anglican church. How much money has been pumped for church house, which is not theirs. Church house belongs to a minister. But by duping Museveni, you remember Kakasajja Kakabusinga, Kakuba Orumu, Kurunaku Lwabajulizi, Nekakuba Kumugundi, Mbobajitwala, Kakasajja Kaferi, Mbobajitwala. Is a trick. Is a trick in the damage Yareka because they will be hunted down. Kakati Kazimba, I never ferry back or Agatalinda home government. Ntibaga Museveni asasuli, which is not true. Sadly. Has he looked at the possibility of a church becoming a state of a property of government? No. You go to China, there is a Catholic church in China.
It's as if you're putting church as a property of the government.
And to financing, unless there is a driving force. Kakati ekyokubiri abasajja bali tebanna kugambako nti okubeera bishop mu Uganda oyina okukkiriza okuordaininga single marriages. The moment you are outlaw single marriages in Uganda under the law, it means owe Canterbury biba tebikolawo.
Muzeyi, there is a Luganda saying that says mbulira gwoyita naye. If Kazimba ayita ne church etatta abasiyazi naye basobola omutwala ng'omusiyazi kyatayagala.
Kazimba ekibi kyakoze alwanira mu ddiini y'abanne gye baamuleetera. Baamugaa nti odeini abakazi n'abakkiriza eriyo Katonda omukazi n'omusajja ku kino kyanaagaana.
Be bagireeta
bali
abakiriza
yalina kikkiriza
kubanga byali mu
byabwe. Kakati omukazi okunoba n'anobera mufumbira aba alina gy'alaze. Have they converted to Islam?
No.
Have they converted to Catholicism?
They are still Protestants.
Kakati balazeewa. Balazeewa. Where does the Church of England rules? They brought you Anglicanism. You agreed. And this, even the Anglican Church broke away from the Catholic Church.
I see.
So is it new?
No.
Is it new?
No.
It's not new.
They already know whether you break or and what it has happened. And
to tell the Kazimbas and their group, let me tell you, when you look at Britain is becoming inward looking, many countries are looking on the means of cutting down their expenditure. Britain was a strong member of the European Union. It was given a lot of concessions. Even by the time it left, I think a woman called Aston was a British. But they decided why? It is bureaucratic in Brussels. They can use bilateral. As the European Union has values it considers important before they give you money. But Britain being a single country and being a colonial power can relax certain issues. Britain cannot become very vocal on human rights. It's America that becomes vocal on human rights.
And of course, people are opposing America being vocal on the same.
What was the Church of England getting from these local churches?
I'm not sure.
They determine who becomes a bishop.
But I think being together as a church is one of the most important.
The head of the Anglican Church, wide, Abangeza Tabachabim. 3, if it was the Catholic Church, it would affect the Pope. Why? Because when it comes to the Catholic Church, it's decentralized. But these ones were already decentralized. When these people, the Anglicans of Uganda, failed to get a Muganda archbishop, they created the dioceses. That once you get 10 dioceses, then you get an archdiocese. So already they are separated. Already they are divided.
So
these are independent units.
So you want to imply that England loses nothing. Kazimba says it's broken away.
Britain had 3. Even recently, I've been telling you that Britain is becoming inward looking. Britain is becoming inward looking. They held a referendum to allow Scotland to go. If they could organize a referendum to allow Scotland to go to remain small, what's important? What would the Kazimba? How would the Kazimbas affect it?
So Britain is also minding its business now.
Yes.
When you go, they don't mind.
3, the most important assets of Britain today. 1 is Premier League.
That is 1.
If the Archbishop of Canterbury visits Uganda and Ronaldo visits Uganda, who will take much attention?
You Ronaldo, of course.
Edini tebachajibala abazungu. Premier League esinga edini
byebalimu
nti akulire kanisa mu nsi yonna
najje
Uganda ne Ronaldo najje Uganda ani asanyalaze ensi bakazimba tebakitegeera.
Tiimu y'aba Bishop okuva Canterbury ne tiimu ya Arsenal oba yamani tusinga kulaba yamani nti yazze Uganda.
Kuba bulijjo babadde batugamba mu byobufuzi nti a traditional leader and a religious leader. The religious leader has more powers and influence than a traditional leader. Why? The Kabaka to get a Muganda, there must be a Muganda who is pregnant and delivers. She delivers biologically. But a Pope can visit Uganda buli omu n'avaayo. Kakati today, these religious leaders, the power of the religious leaders has been taken away by soccer stars, musicians. nti omusajja wajja wano alaba ne Museveni.
Kituufu.
Yes.
Musician wajja wano nene nababa bishop we bajja Museveni yabaye oluusi asindika n'omubaka
bagendeezaki kati papa n'akomawo wano olaba n'abantu nga tebakyamulaba ne batugamba nga ne bw'okubeera papa essimu tajja. We have seen 2 popes. I was blessed by the pope. It is normal.
So it has become normal.
Yes. Look what the Catholic Church is now divided into 4 archdiocese. Do we have more Catholics?
No.
No.
You see, it is voluntary.
Yeah,
if you join, you join. There are those who convert.
Ekintu kituuka ekiseera nti kati minisita yenna n'ayigira mu church tewali amuviira mu ntebe.
Kankubuuze mzee, oyagala gamba kazimba nti asigale ku church
ate bali bagambye eki? Baali bagambye waffe tebikolayo. We are ruled by local laws. Ebyo ebyokuordaininga ffe tetujja kuordaininga single marriages. We shall not accept kubanga by making a law you are admitting nti abasiyezi weebali.
Ekituufu.
Nenkuga nti abasiyezi babaddewo wano naye ekizibu kyabwe nti babadde tebeeyanjula mu bantu. Kakati bwe mubbi amabaati ne mubba ssente z'abantu ne mubba ezenzige ne mubba ki, you are worse than Basiyazi. How can a whole government hire the services no prostitute like a bad black abayambe mu kulwanyisa COVID?
Mazima.
You have degenerated so low that even the Basiyazi have the audacity. They have been here
to ask for rights. Now they can come out and ask for rights.
When you are a Muganda will tell you nti sex was reserved for the night.
Emisana kukola.
Yes. Naye kakati olina police ezogenda munga zikuumibwa mundu. Abawala ne bakunama ne bakuyita kukola ki?
Kwetega. Bakuyita kwetega.
Bakwetega bakiri ebe neki we bakiyita. Kusamula kuki? Abakazi abasitama abawala ne batiririsa waggulu weba.
Kimansulo.
Kumansula. In the right. Kati if the generation has degenerated to that level, even the Basiyazi, right? I want the minister of Njagala minister atubuulire ekyategeeza mu gender. Minister of gender. What does gender mean? Ekikola ky'abantu kitya? Clarify gender. What does gender mean?
Ministry ekikola ky'abantu.
Why not ministry of equal opportunities?
I see.
Gender wekiteeramu ki? Gender wekiteekamu nga kitegeeza ki?
Mzee kinnyonnyole.
Gender kitegeeza ebyo byonna.
Nti bonna bakkiriza.
Era ne mubaje naye alina okukkiriza. Nti babuuza mu Busiraamu bugaana homosexuality. Naye waliwo abaakulanga byombi babiina. Tebaba musaalira basaalira ki kyabadde akozesa.
Mpulira. Waliwo abaazaalibwaga balina ebitundu by'ekyama bibiri.
So when you read my book here, I tell you nti ekirala Bungereza kyetazanyirwako ye paundi yaayo. Esigaliza Premier League, esigaliza paundi yaayo, esigaliza obwakabaka bwayo. Bijimala. Ne Commonwealth yizo jijjawo. Commonwealth mwe mukyajagala bagibbiramu. Abagala okulaba Queen, abagala okukola ki? Ababbibo abalodoko. Nti balimba mu Commonwealth. Wajja kubeerawo ebitanda kasanvu. Wajja kubeerawo ekibyaliyo.
Ne babbira omu.
The politicians, abasajja ba businessmen abagezi nga basudiro, babagamba invest in our hotels kuba ebyo bya bulimba. Waliyo yina genda ku data center ku internet. Nozula the last Commonwealth meeting which attracted the largest people notegeera. Commonwealth eri mu Canada, eri mu Australia.
Sudiro kyava hotel yagano gizimba.
Baba mulete sente kati biriyo. There will be a business forum where a lot of money was stolen. Countries don't want to host. This is why the African countries decided to have to hold all of their meetings and their headquarters.
I see.
PTA collapsed. Sadaka, all of these things. Many African countries they evaluate what do we benefit from
this meeting.
East African community.
So you're trying to tell me even Britain is looking at its expenditures.
Yes.
What is
imperialism? You can use imperialism not through religion, but the most powerful embassy in every country is the Vatican embassy.
I see.
The Vatican controls the churches and archbishops. If the Pope decides to appoint a cardinal, a non-Muganda cardinal, bells will ring in Rubaga. Roma kyayogedde tekikola ki
tekiddibwamu
kakati Anglican Church siwe yazimbibwa ekibi kyayo ekibi kya Anglican Church okwekutula ku ekereziya kigirondodde era nabano bajja kwekutulamu oba bajja kudda
naye kazimba bwagikutula kagitwalawa
anti kangubo
esigalawo mu Uganda nga
yo nkugambye nti okujjako nga bayina force nenkuga nti East African Community tesobola kutambula there is no dominant factor tesobola kutambula
M7 yasingo
they created
mukama ogo wagira yasingo tuwagira ayagala simanye economic integration
an idea
monetary union
M7 has a vision of 20 years or 30 years but it cannot be revived no most of the members are going away why when they started the European Union it was funded it started by two countries Germany and France why Stalin was threatening the whole of Europe with communism. America funded it. America at one time had 350,000 troops stationed in Europe. They are reducing them. Naba America balabi. America bali baberanga ne garrisons mu mawanga. Philippines wa kati bali kubimeri byabwe international waters.
Tebakyaddawo kufandinga kubera mu kifo
nawe bakole ki bafune hostilities bafune abantu babakyawe ate babano bayita bwerere mu Islamic countries muki Saudi Arabia bases bazijeyo bali mu international waters
yebatadde bimeri
byabwe tebali gwe basasula
bali eyo
is only in Africa where countries are squandering their resources hosting meetings hosting seminars unproductive meetings taking delegations where byasigala mu Africa
mwebiri
naye abasajja babala nti what economic value do we get ewa nababbi bawo
kubuza lwaki akatabo k'abasiyazi kuliko amonge
anti amonge namwoleza ne mbagamba nti amonge si ye problem ekyo nakyo factor kanje babule parliament eno eyina ebintu byekoze kubanga politics tebamumanyi
singa kulaba byabubbi byekoze situbipacorating am society tubiwulira nnyo
the harassing my son Parliament has embarked on the self-destruction mission. To cheat at self-destruction mission. You destroy yourself, nimify yourself. Ngatokitegere. Parliament essentially is namuganza. Nagana. Nemwagala mwesonyire mu parliament. Ne baba ko kulanga enkoko. Kakati watere nemulete teeka lyebisiyaga. For the first time Museveni called the whole caucus. Lyena limu.
Mzee kakubuze ku kintu ekyo. Bwe basensalinga omuntu tewaliwo force eyinza mufulumya lwaki agaana okufulumya
anti kitegeeza
tola anti Museveni yakuba parliament
waliwo force ebakuba
Museveni yabakuba anti kyenkubuulira oli bamugobye naawe oganye okumugoba
kubanga yakite eyo fact ogitegedde the parliament has embarked on a self-destruction mission
yes
kubanga erabika waliwo force ekikola kye tu bw'obanga ne powers ezisalawo ekintu okikozesanga bulungi singa gobera musika wa Mirundi notandika okutunda ebi baganda bo bakutta
bayinza kuchuza meeting nayo musika
why is it that soldiers and the police we call them disciplinary forces they have court martials they have tough rules
yes
because if they decide to misbehave ngabano balukundi babo
Lugoloobi
aleta abawule n'aleta ki will you if we use that yardstick of being popular will you arrest a general?
No.
Why are you
There's
saying
no way you're going to arrest a general
because he's flouting military rules? What about the balokole? What about the balokole? Kyobulaba n'ekyo okubeera n'ambulera union abazungu abangiriza tebakyakyaga. Imagine if Bujingo was under n'ambulera union bali mugobye would be have been deflocked and this year nga pastor God ndimo baka video never mujja ku kituuti ne mukazi we nga badduka yali akuba Bujingo ndimo baka video nali kwa mukobane mukazi we nadduka musajja muwanvu bwati tuli kwa mutwale emisinde ne mukazi we ne mukola n'ebyavako yali agala kugala kanisa omusajja ajje abantu mu sitani nabaleta mu church nga church ogigala kakati bana abasajja ba parliament nti balete batiisa omukulembeze yenna one when you see nti ogoba namuganza motion 99% etteeka ly'abasiyazi 99% bwetotya ng'oli president and these are people who have powers to impeach you have to demolish this parliament You have to tame it. Any leader must tame it.
Mu byobufuzi nkutegedde. Ne baleeta etteeka. Bonna ne bawanika. Ne baleeta kino. N'omuntu ne bamugoba.
Eyo testing. Kati baba banaatuuka ku impeachment. Ayina parliament ayina okubayi.
Naye baakikolako. Rukyamzi yakikolako. Kyamulema. Rukyamzi yaleeta impeachment.
Ekyabayambe kiri Muhoozi and Museveni. Otherwise the military would have intervened in long time. Ante bali ensobi gye bakoze mu parliament. Bakoze ensobi. Nti bamajinza opposition n'abaaki.
N'abali mu buyinza.
Have been vocal on the Mabati issue, which has caused trouble for my son yali mu parliament. They think that he has the information. Let me tell you, I'm a strategist. Why? I knew that if we had an organized opposition, we would take advantage of this. Bob Wine would have addressed a press conference to demand the resignation of these ministers because the scandal undermines his government. But because the Mpugas are part of this fracas, they are part of the Speaker Yagamba Mpuga. The Mpuga agendereko babuze ekisawe ky'Ennambole ky'okutegeeza Mpuga. These are money makers. Ekitegeeza there is no now boundary between the opposition.
If Bobby Wine had demanded the imprisonment or resignation,
yali badde akikola. Kati
mwabena ale mtemwali kikoze bwe yali kyogeddeko mugamba lwaki
nakibajjeeko. I removed it from the opposition.
I see.
Organized you go to Britain. Governments fall after scandals. Bana opposition balina bantu n'amabaati baagafuna. Kyenva nkugamba nti group eri mu parliament can come up with the party. Tadongo kyatategeera. Tadonga and Tango Doi are looking at Afene Muhoozi as their problem.
I see.
Muhoozi is a friendly force.
I see.
But the way they are doing in the parliament, if the parliament is dismantled or tamed, we can lead it to a parliamentary dictatorship.
But the people you're talking about are like 6 or 7.
Tomanyi nti babadde bakoze demand beesonyiwe.
So basobola okukola wekibiina.
Nebafuuka judges in their own case.
Kati muzeeyi abbye nga tumukulinga tutya.
Anti kankubuulire.
Bwe basibiddwa ogamba.
Kati it is immoral. Era nalabye obwa monitor busiru. Those monitor editors are idiots. Why? Monitor's argument is that since people die in the hospitals, you should not go to hospital for training, for treatment. The monitor says that since the prostituting a minister is difficult, then we should not do anything about them. The minister people. Kubanga bachira bamu ate bakikoze bubi chemu is an MK project. Yes, even if it's an MK, you must be dismantled. Service delivery, because if you don't deliver, the public will pound the street. Ngala byo musajja asinga obusiri mu Uganda. Yabadde anyumye ne munne mwezo meetings zaabwe zenda bezo obusiri. Nagamba Ugandans are like cows. You had them on a roller, they enjoy the ride, and they end up in an battle. Hey. Museveni yachaba yambe, the army cannot top Museveni. Two, Muhoozi is a link between his father and the army.
I see.
This is why the army is not talking about him.
Yeah, but
why do you feel
we can have other people?
You feel you are provoking the moment a woman strips herself for naked before drunkard men is raped.
I see.
Amabati mwana mutwala amabati mugateka ku biyumba byembwa. When soldiers are still using grass, mama yingira pole.
Kituufu.
Musajja mwe. Lugoloobi down na sinika amanyi. Nebijja ebyambadde kundi survivor naddi. What type of religious leaders are these? If Jesus comes here, he does all of the religious leaders run away.
I see.
How?
Abasirikale ababakuumira mu ntebe bo bayingira mu busubi awo mu amabaati mutadde ku biyumba bya mbuzi.
Biyumba bya nkoko.
Lugoloobi kyali kya mbuzi.
No. The way he talks is not going to resign. But even if you don't resign, you were embarrassed, you have been exposed. This is what monitor does.
Ne mzee kyotamanyi ku bannaddiini. Bannaddiini bajjirira boonoonyi. Bajja kusabira bo. Toyagala basabire muonoonyi. Oli muonoonyi.
What about a small man? Oyaba was said. You should shun him. Shun him.
I see.
Naye ayagala kulaga nti wa maanyi. If you have 4 wives, and the house girl tells you that you are responsible for pregnancy, you lose credibility.
I see.
Do you believe? Because the monitor people think it is. This is not medicine. Politics is not medicine. We have achieved the 4 things by putting these people in prison. One, everybody is equal before the law.
I see.
Impunity, no more. And I was watching Lugoloobi saying, God has sent me to prison to check.
Yes.
I'm going to tell my planning authority.
That means he's sure.
Lugoloobi is thinking that he's going to remain in the government. Why is he shameless?
He said that it might have been a blessing for him to land in prison to see the situation.
Smiling minister in the dog. How can he? Are you normal to smile in ngabwagala to demystify obusajja bwa monitor bugwagwa? This I doubt whether their editor ever entered a media training institute. You never defend undefendable things. That's why monitor is losing credibility. You say this man Buembo, we needed more holes. Tanks. These are paid up mercenaries, and they end up undermining their credibility. Did the Kalamajongo reject the iron sheets? Haven't you seen people rejecting bad food?
Yes, they did.
Now, is that an argument? Is that an argument?
Let me ask, sincerely, who proposed that the Karamajongs, who are nomads, they move to place, who proposed the iron sheets?
But have you gone to Ankole? At one time, the cattle keepers were nomadies. They live a modern life in Ankole. This is what Museveni wants to extend.
Is sincerely iron sheets applicable?
Yes. If you have
is it a viable project?
Yes. They have been disarmed. What if grass was a contentious issue? Kachibalwanira. And to Muganda Basekerira. Until Luwero has a minister. Bunyoro has a minister. This Kalamaja has a minister because they are vulnerable. They need special attention. Luwero here for Nyimbuzi. Yes, because the Baganda not represented anywhere. They used to use
inside we must know.
It was initiated by cabinet. Kitutu nasaba 35 billion. Museveni agreed. She goes back for more money. If you smile in a dog, then you are stupid. Who smiles in a dog?
No one.
How? You remember? Ono muwala yalina omulundi yadda mu kkooti ne beekisingiramu teyatambuza ebigere okugenda okwetondera bali yaddamu okuseka smiling minister obugwagwa bwa New Vision kakabusenga kakuba omutwe nti Tumukonde was arrested by mean looking operatives. Mean looking. But you are killing media. What pains me?
Someone who comes to arrest me
are killing the
is already mean by looks.
We are losing credibility with the veterans. The veteran journalists like me, I'm pained to see journalism being destroyed by the mercenaries. These mercenaries who are working for peanuts.
Eroded by mercenarism.
What are some about arrogance? They expect me to defend Yamabati in a Sofinyeko. Wafinyamabati Kumi Virigan Kuagirant. With that arrogance, you will want to tell a Muslim, a person who has stolen a pig to stand the solitaire for you.
I see.
Arrogance. Somebody says to give him 5 billion, we must involve his family members, sign a document that he must destroy the recordings. How many? You are an idiot. How many recordings do you think I have? If I'm still recording you,
I see.
What do you make? No, you tell me this. You're a man. 5 billion. Go in America. Who determines 5 billion? Why not 10? Why not 10? Why pay? That you can sit with me in a meeting with the family, my family to participate in the covering of crime.
I see.
Me, that I call my family members because somebody has dangled the 5 billion. Dangled from where? Museveni gave me the money, Gurabu it. The Canadian gave me the money, Gurabu it. So they told you to put my money on my account, Gurabu it. They are waiting a 50-50 settlement. You never get it.
I see.
You will never get it. It is my goodwill. Put the money there and wait what I'm going to do. With the recording.
Omanyi bali babasibi. But the whole public is going to look at Museveni.
Hey.
Sincerely, Museveni watali shuffling abantu ba. Don't you think the public is going to test him or no?
You are reasoning like a monitor people.
I see.
First of all, if you could have already explained, if a machine crashes a rock, you don't bet on merit.
I see.
How many soldiers have gone through the coolers?
Through a court
martial. Are they? If you who participated in the war, where did the Lugoloobi participate in the war? Kayugula. Because every institution is preoccupied by self-preservation.
I see.
There is a time when a person must surrender his cancerous leg. There is a time when he has to throw to drop excess baggage.
I see.
A government must survive. What Museveni has done is that Museveni has arrested the government, the police has done its work. He's now with the judiciary.
I see.
In fact, I told you that one of the changes, of one monitor to Uno Magambo, and they don't know Magambo. Magambo's grandfather, Bamitanga Wabudongo. Wabudongo was one of the army commanders of Kabalega when we were fighting the British. Has a warrior's blood. If it was Parliament used to refer every matter to Akulu, even Akulu body pickup. I'm telling you, Akulu and Nakama body pickup.
Yeah, they are retired now. They are out of their positions.
But Jacobaita Jeben claims about Langa. Katinaka Mavera Kubera Yari Kutebalala. Akulu Yari Shibi Balala. The Karupu Nawadi Kitabu Kubianda. Killing a medical doctor to save a cobra. Tiakulu Wakola. Do
you see?
You know about Jaquati when the Nekabushinka Jaquati bomb to go back. So only at Jacobo Baka King about recordings. But the recordings affects their future and their children. And some have lost status in society.
Do you see Anita among your joining in Adutu?
Don't be arrogant. Surrender my money. I know what I'm going to do. But if you say that I will sit with you are wasting your time. I will never sit with this group. You have suffocated different things. Twinza kusinkana gwe nga meeting yanaje tuziza tusikukuba nyondo omuntu mulenzi gwe nakazizika ate mu muno woza mulala kano kajoge nnyo kano ke kabirimu you must come and sign an agreement and destroy the recording zanyoko recording zanyoko kuja zanyoko kalezi gwe zanyoko zanyoko recording zanyoko so kad meeting enti zanyoko kaka abantu bali bayina obujozi ndi when you dango 5 billion akamulani I come running. How much money have you did? How much money have I lost in the last 10 years?
I see.
I was humiliated in the state house for 14 years. Humble him, humiliate him, throw him on assassin. That's a direct way to zero dated dog.
I see.
1.7. Immediately I left you power the money in the department. Can you call me back? Did you so work? This is why I've made a gamble. I know Ndimokozi never atajja nalekera kitawe but Mukozi will have influence in this government. Obubite bujja kubeerawo. Soldiers pay by their blood. I'm telling you.
Obubi
uyo magezi tategeera.
Nene Museveni
go
back sente bunaku
ne money in society is mitigating is magezi yeta nibamuyisa mu Kampala nga tayina ng'anande oyo teri mu ngalebeeta. N'abo abasajja ba district kubanga abantu sente ne bazikuwa in other countries lack resources. But in this country resources you still money kakati namabati ke kala moja bakazeyo bademba bawe sente ndala kakati abamonitor tebakimanyi nti Museveni has demonstrated is in charge he can dispense anybody.
I see.
Monitor obwandika opinion zabo tebumanyi paid up advertorials.
I see.
2 is now the duty of courts
to do their job.
It is now Museveni yakikulekedde morally is really is it moral for Lugoloobi to remain to remain in the government? Can Lugoloobi represent Uganda in any World Bank or IMF meeting
as a minister for planning?
Hey, can he read the budget?
I'm not sure.
2, you have also created a very dangerous precedent. If these people the other day abasajja bagenda mu cabinet bagamba baireveewo cabinet unanimous mwalivudde singa mwakiisa ne mulemerayo be rational don't be inward looking palacho
luli baali bayagala nti okugabira omuntu bail
kiganiro
nga bo bamanyi tebasobola tuukayo
nga tebamanyi kijja bakwa ate kino
it was made for people
this is a rehearsal the real band is coming
I see
the real music is coming
atujirinze we are waiting
yes
but muzei
era ffe makiveri atugamba nti bw'obanga onookola ekintu osookera ku munene nti oba teyakuba olubiri nga muteesa mwali aleme kwekwasa nti yamusanze kuyigga kwati omuntu omulundi gumu nokwata Lugoloobi nokwata kitutu nobakuba ku pick up ne babatwala nga kaguddeyo ne bajja ne bakabira mu kooti ne beebika gundi kakati gwe
ne beebika zivei
kakati kaawo kabbe kati kaawa balabe district chairperson kabalabe a message has been sent kabalabe
obayi muzei
goloza lwaki kitata bamuleetera ku njegere to warn others wano
nti boddayo
wano bwebamala obakozesa oyo musajja yakuba omwana wange amanya n'agamugjamu oyo gundi kisa kya Mariya baali tebabasiba nga usefulness yabwe ekoze eki ewedde si papa I submitted my documents to stand surety for si papa emmotoka akadenge yali akajeewa ani yakamuwa bannalwese bamala okukusanga bakusuula bamuliramu sente mmeka ateli me how did si papa access Museveni yali ya sente mmeka olumana pick and dump nze nabakyawanyi
wali yagala kweyimirira si papa
hate them yes kuba manyi naye bwe batyo bakusasula mu nagisi currency nange bwe bansasula I must be humbled humiliated and thrown on kasasiro I refuse for 10 years I'm not a kasasiro type I'm not a kasasiro type
Demze mu Uganda temuli anabba naberanga yabbye
ati nkugambye
ne mu bano ababbi
nkugambye
amongi ye gatagenda
otuuka ne bajja mukwata
naye amabati yagatwa
kakati ekiriwe ekiri mu bacha negotiating nti you way but the ruling has already been made. Speaker nagenda mu court akomawo nadda na presiding over. Ate mu kimutamanyi. Abayindi abo mubalaba tebagala basi bamakomera. Kati abo tolowooza nti balina scandals ze batuddeko ndala. The moment ke banaabalaba nga bakufudde grass mugenda kulaba cases ze babateekako. Yes.
Omuntu kasaba namuteekayo lumu ng'emirala gyonna
emisango gijja. And this means that the elections of 2026 will be determined on the moral aspect. Mpisa, what did you do?
Wabachi.
They will be chased away. Abo bonna be mulaba abagenda nti bagenze kulaba Lugoloobi. They are paid for.
Siri sure.
Linda kola.
Sibwagazi nti omusajja we bamwagala.
Ne Lugoloobi tajja kudda. Tajja kudda.
Nemzei NRM yeridde yokka. Yeridde
It must survive.
Maybe Museveni is survive. He wants to survive alone.
Yes.
Yeka. Abana
survive. Munyonyi bakuga nti think about yourself before you think about others. Even if you are traveling with your children.
I see.
Yes.
Government
must survive. To survive must
Museveni yekasi ye government.
Kankubulire. That's why Mukozi must come in. In many cases, we have seen violent changes of government. Abana ba president be babona.
Of course.
Yes.
Bachala.
And whenever I watch their meeting, they are concerned about this. What about our future? The only thing is that the thing tibobo kabe bayina abana abafe bali ababwe metaliki ababwe balangira nabambejja kubanga botegeera nti nawe abana bo bakuluma lwaki obonye emyaka 10 ayina okujja mwanda we yazolugosiro kubanga you see me as a threat to your president's ambition.
I see.
You must be suffocated into you must work in the government where we give him small money ngani abikoze
nze igwo ngambi buli omwe ayina kwerowozaako baleka nabo balowooza kubaabwe bokka
yaki nkubulira
time comes nga balina
kwerowozaako you can suffocate me into submission me that was a wrong strategy.
I see.
Singa Museveni yakwata sente n'azimpa n'ansibula mu mirembe singa nagenda dda nabaga nti ate Mukozi yali nsanzeewo. If you are traveling at night, can you knock a student who is going to school?
No.
Baba tebanage singa ejoko liba naye bo balowooza nti one day will talk to them because they want these recordings. You will never touch these recordings. Ejoko njokala ndi bamalemu surrender my money. I am a mature man. I don't know what to do. Ono toli sikwata ko de bwali kola atya oyo mulezo oyo ono yarwala kinyinya mutwe tayinza zikwatako. And I continue recording zemu kengendo kuwa nga bakayalinde banna Kenya bakube mugozi
bagobaki
anti bali balogoza anti to date him tebakisobola kibalemi you cannot
aina sikando
yaziriwa azimugoze market nene sikando yes
sinajulira
he reserved himself
aika wamanyi tezina
no he reserved himself for the future nze bakuba bakabanda bakuba bandi ndaba bogera kuba gondi apa do they talk about me
no
I'm scared of feeling.
Actually, Mzee, I wonder how you survived this.
Yes.
Ebanga liwakola yo.
Nali mwetegekede nditajja kufuga gwanga. Na kano kajuga nnyo kano. Akano kwangamaze kajuga nnyo. Kava mu bwavu nnyo. So kano yakuva antu ne kabanyalako. I don't want to engage in any battle with Mirundi. But you bring a conditions of giving me my money. Surrender my money. Then we stop fighting.
What did you write about Mongi? I want to know.
Yes.
What you wrote about Mongi mukatabu.
Nabagambi. Nti the Speaker of Parliament si chechizibu. The Speaker of Parliament si chechizibu. The Speaker of Parliament ye government ebulidwa ebintu bibiri. Government omuntu gwebulidwa mu Parliament ye Chief Whip. Chief Whip ye obuzibu bwayina. Nti ngoga current Parliament. The downfall of Kadaga was well calculated by someone who is unpopular and thought he would use the Parliament to become the president of Uganda. Fortunately, this man had funds. Rosi Nankabira with the was given 5 billion to take on Kadaga Bay and Knuckles. The day NRM Seke started to choose the speaker, Nankabira Peter Ugwanga and Franka to move as deputy in Entebbe. Each of the second members was promised 100 million. If immediately after the election the man switched off his phone. A day before the election, following the demise of Jacob Orange, a group of 100 MPs convened a meeting at Hotel Africana, purposely to undermine the outcome of the second meeting, which was expected. This was among his first mistake. Museveni can keep quiet, but he cannot tolerate indiscipline. In other words, what Museveni wanted to avoid is an independent speaker like Kadaga. He again found it in Anita Mongi. Remember how he confessed that Museveni confessed that he personally Langa MPs to vote for Langa. The appointment of Robina Nabanja as Prime Minister came at a time when another powerful woman had become president in Tanzania. Nabanja did not belong to the mafia camp. This is why she was embarrassed when she intervened in the relief scandal of short blankets in Kasese. Her junior minister, who is supported by the mafia, stood up against her until she backed it down. Therefore, Nabanja lacks the political crowd to be an effective head of government business. Not because she is incapable, but because she must be submissive to a certain group. And unlike Nankabirwa, who had a lot of funds to fight Kadaga, the current chief whip, Hanson Obua, does not have that money. But he was also humiliated, ejected from sports ministry, where he was managing huge projects of Nambole. With these two important offices, the Prime Minister and the Chief Whip, non-function, it gives me a reason to defend Amongi in regards to the mess in the Parliament. The Speaker only presides over the House, but she has no veto powers over what Parliament decides. If, for example, the entire homosexual bill being focused by the NRM caucus and found to be the secret to the future of government, it shouldn't have found this way into Parliament. The same bill had been quashed by the Constitutional Court after it was passed without quorum. Then why did it resurface in the Parliament? Even when it comes as a private member's bill by Asman Basarilo, was it a priority and a matter of national concern?
Bwebanga NRM yakimanya kirina fuuka ekizibu teyalirire
policies zifawa mu NRM policies zali badde ziva ku NRM secretariat but they turned it into a jirikiti kubanga buli wamu batyawo brain people would be at the secretariat because this government includes NRMs who may not, is not a coalition, who may not be supportive of your policies. So yes. the most important department of NRM would be at the secretariat.
You seem to suggest that those that are there are brainless.
Andi kakati kuwebuzi nti tadongo akugamba ale campaigning can he arrest him cause Can he define her campaigning? Has he been nominated? We have only one nominated person.
No.
But I have a sitting president, but not a nominated one. Kati abatubalina buwungu.
Naye muzeyi.
Secretary yali badde tambuze.
Mutuufu kye tunuulire bwoti. Bobi ebitumowozi byakola. Bobi Wine ayinza obikola.
Bobi Wine.
Bonna tebali nominated. But anyone can go anywhere.
He is doing political work for the army. Museveni has assigned him. So wala tegulina katweke n'kinna Lusanja. N'ebyo bijja kubwa. Kukategule ne kanna Lusanja omuntu era byankoze. Obusajja bwa munne tabajja bwiwa mukama ng'ebinyeevu. Obulabe bwe budduka n'entwe zaabo n'entwe. Obwo munne tobo. Omuntu nze siza kwerabira omuntu amunyabo yeza myaka 10. Nkera ku machane mukolimiro n'enkolima ku machane enkolima olw'eggulu n'enkolima ddi. Lwembula ssente n'enkolima. Abaana bange batadde n'enkolima. Ate ebikolimo bijja kumukwata. Nkubuulira. Kasi tatafunye bwa president ne bugaana. Obugagga bujja genda. Whereas without political power equals zero. We have seen very rich people who became paupers.
I see.
Obugagga tebujja kubeerawo.
Tebujja
they will be hunted down by the people they have stepped on. Ate bonna n'abatane babamalawo. Fish and water. Kati olowooza Nakabirwa ayinza okulinnya Busoga?
Simanyi.
Abasoga bamuleeta oyinza okutwala embizzi mu muzikiti Nakabirwa talinnya Busoga. Bana bamukolera n'ebyavako. Bana bamukolera n'ebyavako. Kati oyo yafa. Baba tayina ekyo kulunda.
Bamukozesa kadaaga.
Nalinnya embizzi eringira mu muzikiti. Naye Nakabirwa talinnya mu. Tayinza
bamuleeta Busoga.
Nakabirwa bamuleeta. Bamuleeta nga talinnya ne bamukolera n'ebyavako. Kakati bano beekwekadde. In fact I suspect.
I want you to admit that Muhoozi byali mukola his political campaign. Yatweetinga dda tayagala bwa president.
Yes, but he's in balance.
Oja n'omusanga.
And he's not
I saw him moving with Mao in Rwanda. Mao naye has gone so.
Alliances, politics of alliances. Ono mujozi yabadde atujoga yatamanya.
Was Mao going to serve justice in Rwanda?
You antagonize the man a good communicator. You antagonize the man. When you danger kujja nkufukamire. Me to kneel before you. To kneel before you. He made a mistake. Kanuka kanti anyako kanuka. Namaka gako gatabuse. Ate kuongera kumprovoking. The man told them, Mirundi overreacts when provoked. If you tell him to humiliate him to cite the document, mujirete kale zigwenko benya ndo nkwasa omuntu. Okuba omuntu ogwongwasa. Beno obutambi obulala. Otukewa mudukiredda. If you are tired of fighting me, surrender that money willingly. For the future, your future, I will guarantee your future by protecting these recordings. But if you want me to sign a document, that's humiliating me. When you admit that these are your recordings, you insist that those are your recordings. And this would be a security deal. But if you say you give me money involving a family member,
banoonyezza we bakwatira ne bagala waayi kirabika aba family bo basobola omukwata.
Ewaffe tetuyinza kabalika crime. The only thing they can do, they are people who settle deals quietly. They baagala 50-50. Bwe sente wazijjawa gwe yajjano ko lumu. Where did you get that money?
I see.
Who came smelling room? Where did you get that money? Why are you panicking? Surrender that money. Because for me, I've gambled. The money we're talking about, workers can get it to me. Yes. You got money from the president, you grab this. Some workers can get that money. The political landscape has changed. I have an upper hand now. Are you going to kill me? Kill Munnansi? That we can follow him up. We can go into the quarter, we can go into the account. The quarter, utegere ensigo yakutamu. Bako kutambi bonna ono kireda mu Murundi. Ono keku kube nakezi yetu kene mu nyumba. Enagise kutukene mu nyumba. Kubiri enagise katuke mu nyumba.
Olwanyira abaami abo.
But they are arrogant. They are prolonging the
and I don't see any future of you talking to them.
We shall never work together in the future. Even if I found them getting out of a toilet, I cannot enter it. Ndiwe mbasanga nga bafuluma toilet.
Tojiyingira.
Sijiyingiramu.
Ekikututte mu toilet.
Ngenda walala. Ne mugulu tujja kutula ku side za njawulo. N'emizimu gyaffe tegiryebuuza. Musi mukabuli ne mugulu. Banjoze nnyo. 24 years of waste. One time somebody suggested we calculate the amount of the salary he was getting in the State House and multiply by it. No, we don't. This is what gets off me a gugundi. Ninyigira ddala nnyo nnyo. Bayina obujozi mwe muli shina balabanga muli baavu mwe abalenga tozaalumu. Mwe mwe sente mwe
njagala kumanya
zino motoka ziri wano ngozira namba nkadde kijudde wano nali sizina
ne wano wetutudde wabadde endala
wabadde
bamaze kuzijjawo ne tufuna tukolera
tuyinza kumwe kumfukamiza mva mu family y'amaanyi mwogere family mwe muva you enumerate the families mwe muva tambula ng'omutolo tambula ng'omunyankole abamu bakulya mu farm mugundi mu refugee camps abatuniyako abatunyalako. We come from very powerful families.
Njagala kubuuza mzeeyi nakulaba nga gwe okulira tova ku main ate nenkulabe wa muhuzi
kati kana kufira kenyamba
kufira ka
Museveni has created
nenkulaba meetings za tova ku main.
Museveni has created a very unique situation which you don't understand. Has allowed people to market themselves. He has also
only those he has allowed abalala tabakkiriza
has allowed a group to agitate for his return and it is now a two horse race. Muhozi ni kitaawe
kubanga yonna gy'oli wali mutova ku main.
They are not enemies.
Ne wa muhozi gy'oli.
I don't see that the Bazukulu are enemies.
No.
The Bazukulu help us that Museveni has not gone as a hated person. In fact, they took an merge. The Bazukulu can merge with the Muhozi forces. The MK project. We can merge. We are the same.
And the front who?
The front Muhozi. Anti nkubuulira nti bw'osoma akatabo kangano nkubuulira nti Muhozi holds the key.
Muhozi holds the key to success.
Yes, because the president has to sit with. Why did he celebrate Easter with him? Yes, and it was widely publicized. Is it news for a father to have Christmas with his son?
No.
What was the
And
intention?
it doesn't require a lot of publicity.
So, because the Bazukulu are giving him 7 a diplomatic exit if he wants to go. The Bazukulu can turn themselves into a campaign team from 7. So I don't see a conflict. No. Because we would conflict if the Bazukulu attack Muhozi. I told them you are not a campaign team. But the Furukas wanted to capture. That's why you hear Tobacco line, Tobacco main to steal money. These are thieves, opportunities.
Nali manyi gwe
bakoloni bajoge ensi kubanga ono mukazi nanya sana kwata ko. Naye obujozo obwo bwe muyina. Lwakite muteeka bifana ebya mwe ku sente. Ensi netegeera nti sente ezo za mumweka. Why don't you put your photos on mukalensi? Ne bajoge ensi yonna ne bagijoga ne baginiyako buli muntu yenna balina omujoga buli muntu yenna balina omulya amase buli muntu balina omujoga buli wali ekintu bamuteekemu. That's why I work alone. Yes. Buli kifo bakiteekamu omuntu. Era bolaba kyobolaba nti abamu ba minister bayina balati bayina nti kati ngoyo nabakoba badde ajoga nnyo gundi mayanja kubanga ayina ekimbere imbere gye yakijja. That's why they humiliate you. Nolaba ka junior mbuze ngende mpandika akapapula nsabe sente. Nogenda ne omuntu atasoma. You fold your hands, madam. There's no money. There's no money. I was humiliated in the State House. I don't want to get a government job again. Maybe in Muhozi's government.
I see.
Because by the time Muhozi come, it will be overhauled. Muhozi will learn from the mistakes of his father.
Okay.
Okukkiriza. Museveni believes and people looking for jobs, not dignity. But 5 billion go back to 1.7. Embuzi gye baagala bagisiba batali muddo. Ngokati Museveni cannot prevail over these people basasule sente zange.
Kisoboka.
Bono bukofira sinze bakuba. T-shirt sinze nazikuba. Yali tampadde ekyapa n'ettaka. Luyibamba ne lwakakamba. Ttaka lyange lwebamba ne lwakakamba. Nja kubalagako. Bano mbalaze kitono. Bano mbalaze kitono ate be babasinza amaanyi. Ne bajemba kubyemu. Bwe libanga ettaka lyali lyange. Ery'ennammonde gwe Lwakakamba gwe ne Lw'Embeera tujja kutunka emyaka 2 nti bakubanga nakalema
bwe tutyo bwe tutambudde
ejjogeryo njadde bajjamu bwe liba lyali lyange Lw'Embeera ne Lwakakamba mwate ngenda bakuba enkuba mpya mugenda bakuba enkuba mpya
okyalina style endala
Lw'Embeera basajja kubula basajja bameketa katwala ettaka lyange nako Lwakakamba gwe Lwakakamba oyinza okulwala ejjo n'otaddamu nakulijja mu ngatto nenkukwata ejjogeryo nendikujjamu bw'oba wakwata ku ttaka lyange n'oli wa nivuiza ejjogeryo ndikujjamu ndikujjamu ejjogeryo abaana bo bali kwewuunya baliga nti watakula omusajja atatakulu ate ye Lwakakamba ne Lw'Embeera bajja basalira omusana ti omusajja amaze okuba bali bwatyo mwali mumulumbira ki omusajja akubye bano ab'amaanyi n'abakuba n'abazunza n'abajja ne ku bwa pulezidenti mwe mwali mutabaala waki yes
bwe tutyo bwe tutambudde toyanziza nnyo muzeeyi tubasiibudde bweraba